I'm doing KM because I've done special self-defense courses before, like Kung Fu and karate, but I could never figure out how to use them in the street. But more so, I've got two kids who, one of them was attacked by a couple of guys coming home from school one week, and I figured that it's got to a stage where they need to be able to defend themselves. I'd like them to have the confidence to be able to go places. One of them goes clubbing, but I don't want him getting into trouble, but with the same token, I want him in a situation that if someone's going to pick at him, he's able to defend himself and get away safely. And my wife would be the same. And it's more than I figured it would be because, you know, I think as Patrick says, having seen it on YouTube videos, there were nice moves and everything else, but it's a bit more fun. It's a lot more intuitive in that I was conscious of having, you know, learned some moves that, oh, do I need to learn movement 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 in that order and have to regimentally think about it when I'm acting something. But what I've learned here is that you learn different techniques, but you can apply any of them in particular order. So far more intuitive. I can see myself practicing, you know, visualising it or mentally at home. So I think it's good crack and very, very useful. I think if they ever want their eyes awakened to the way life is these days and what they need to do for themselves to build up confidence in themselves and give them that bit more calm or protection that they need just in everyday life, because all you have to do is pick up the paper every day. It's not only the stories that Patrick's told, but it's, you know, you pick up a paper, you see court cases. I think learning something like KM gives you that confidence that if you're unfortunate enough to get caught in a bad situation, now you might be able to do something about it for yourself. In this case, it was 2 days of intense activity, but it was good crack, and the people that were here were good crack as well. We just found it very enjoyable. There was no airs and graces from anyone. I think Patrick took everybody. 2 days
I've spent in a long time. If you only take away 1% of what you learn.
In relation to defending myself, there's a lot of crazy people out there. There's no harm in knowing what to do if you come across them. You know, I've done boxing and I've done other things like this, and I think this is definitely what you need to know if you're on the street and somebody tries it on with you. You know, it will get you away, and that's very important. I would think if they want to protect themselves, if they want to get their family to be able to protect themselves, that they should do Krav Maga. It's a very, very effective thing to do. It's for everyday people. It's not just for people who are fit, it's not just for people who are young, it's not just, you know, for people who have a base in martial arts or self-defense. It's for absolutely everybody, and I think that's, you know, that's a really important thing about it. It's totally accessible. Anybody can do it.
Krav Maga is something that I think everybody should experience. It's been totally way beyond anything I expected. It's completely crazy and it's brilliant, and it's been such a great weekend. Tutors have been excellent, the group I've done the course with have been fantastic, and Crazy Monkey has to be seen to be believed.
One of my son's friends was mugged about 3 months ago, and it kind of put everyone on edge in the family, so we decided we'd do something about it. It's totally actually not what I was expecting. It's very useful, very practical, as opposed to the forms, that kind of thing that you'd get with the likes of judo or taekwondo, which I've seen and what I've done before. I would absolutely recommend it to them, because I think hopefully I'll never have to use it, but if I do, at least I'm prepared. If nothing else, the awareness is there. Very practical. I love the mix that Patrick brings to it, in that you get the psychology as well as the actual doing and the mixing around of partners.
I'm doing KM because I wanted to basically become more aware of my surroundings and then be able to defend myself if a bad situation developed. To be honest, I think it's brutal, but in a life or death situation it needs to be brutal, so it's very good at giving you the quick targets in the shortest possible time. The best thing about the course is really good fun. You learn a lot, but it's also really good fun.
I'm doing KM to try and just learn some skills to try and defend myself, just in case I ever need to know. I think it's absolutely fantastic. The skills are so accessible for everybody, for men, women, tall, small, no matter what kind of fitness or whatever, like there's something for everyone, and like even the most basic skills can be so effective. I think it's really, really good. It's a fantastic experience. The skills are so important, like especially for women. Like I mean, myself and my friend came here today. They were so accessible, and I really feel more confident going out with them. So I just really recommend it. I think the fact that you can do it in 2 days is absolutely fantastic. There's so much things you can learn in such a short space of time, because I myself found myself so busy that it was great just to be able to learn some things really quickly and to have them now for life. So
I decided to do the Krav Maga course to equip myself with techniques and skills to deal with a situation where I needed to defend myself. I think Krav Maga is a very practical course. It teaches you how to deal with real life situations.
What would you tell your friends about Krav Maga?
I would recommend Krav Maga to all my friends and family. I think it's very important nowadays to be able to defend yourself. The best thing about the course is that it's
Go again.
the instructors they're very inspirational and humorous and helpful.
Krav Maga is absolutely a brilliant self-defense course. Everybody should absolutely do it, and it's very easy to get the brilliant course. Well worth the while, and you come across some very colourful, and the information that is given to us is absolutely fantastic. Very colourful characters.
Having great fun, love the 2-day course, and I'm there on the Saturday and the Sunday, trying to fit everything in because I'm back to work there Monday and I wouldn't have time, nor the energy now to say, come out again and do it one night after, for a number of weeks. But loving it, recommend it, highly recommend it. The best thing about the course is the lovely ladies that are teaching it. Yeah, no, it is. It's constant. You're not getting enough time to think. Like you're learning one skill, you're learning another skill, and you're looping back and you're going over the fourth skill, and it's consistent as well. And then there's an awful lot of psychological things behind it as well. The motivating factors, as people who don't want to be pre-selected as victims or whatever like that. And they're giving you moves, and not just physical moves, mental moves. Heightening up your awareness when you're actually walking down the street, walk with a purpose or that, yeah, go and try it.
To protect myself and protect my child. The place is getting rough basically, I think it's brilliant. I think it's the best money I've spent in years. The training we're getting is unbelievable. Definitely come. If it's only a weekend thing and you get it all done, come do it. It's brilliant.